Okay, no road update from Stealth Camp 2023. Whew, the hunter situation got pretty hairy. So I took down the tent and I left the tarp up originally, expecting to stay here one more night and then leave in the morning. And then I saw up here a hunter walk by. And just like the other guy that put the tree stand, missed me by 50, about 100 feet maybe. Didn't know I was here the whole time. It must have took him 2 hours to put that tree stand up. There's probably 2 people that did it. And none of them noticed my camp here. Well, that's kind of like what happened here. There was a guy walking with his hunter's orange and a rifle and everything right through there. So at that point, I'm like, all right, I'm just out of here. I'm not even going to squeeze one more night here in this spot. So it takes 2 trips to truly get out of here the way I want to get out of here. And the first trip, I broke the tent down. I took my day pack along with it. I went to the cooler that I spoke of, that I have, where I stashed my tent, the one where I stashed it last year. I put it back, I put it in the cooler, and I covered over the cooler. It's in the fork of a fallen tree. If it's there, it's there. When I come back, if it's not, it's not. It was there it stayed all winter, and I came back, and there it was. Okay, then I put my day pack underneath a pine tree, and I covered it all over with, leaves and stuff like that. Totally camouflaged it. Then I walked back here, and now I'm ready to actually get my big pack and take it to a safer location, a little closer to town. Still in the woods, but a safer location nonetheless. Okay, so at this point, I really am ready to say goodbye to Stealth Camp. I mean, I started cleaning this place up the day before yesterday when I saw that tree stand. I got all the cardboard up. I got like a padding that I was laying on, and I just did not want to get caught with all that heavyweight stuff, knowing I'd have to take 3 trips or more, to get it done right, if somebody just found me and I was in the tent. So I hate being a burden on people. I don't like making people upset. Let's say if I was gone, and somebody found it, I didn't want to be a burden on them. I want them to see as little as possible. I want to see a clean place where it doesn't give, my lifestyle a bad name. I ain't the guy who's given this lifestyle a bad name, which leads me to this. Next point I want to make. Look at my camp. That's 7 months. I even went and put the pine needles down on the bare spot that the tent created, because it's laid there for 7 months. Not any garbage. Look at it. Look at this place. And if I come back next year, obviously, I'm not going to mess around with hunting season no more up here. But in the springtime and summer, this place is amazing. But here's my runner beam that I had, and here is my tripod that I made, and here's the branch that I rest the runner beam on. So everything's cool. I put some stuff like a heavy winter jacket and a pair of gloves on top of some other stuff that I have in there in a different bucket, a bucket that I actually didn't show anybody. I have it stashed somewhere. So that's done. In case I come back and I have maybe not as much equipment or something like that, or I got a jacket that ain't so good, then I can go in and pop the lid on a bucket that I have hidden and, pull out the jacket, as long as nobody finds it, of course. And if nobody finds it, I'll have, a tent for next year if when it's not hunting season, of course. But yeah, I've been surrounded by hunters. I mean, I had him up here, one guy walking with a rifle, and was his, and it was when I was, getting ready to take the tent to my stash spot, But I was going to sneak one more night here just under the tarp, and I would have been really close to mostly packed up. And in the morning would have only took me like a half hour to hurry up and pack up and get out of here. That's what I was originally planning. Figured I could squeeze one more day. When I saw that hunter go walk right by, and it was so close, I could see him as plain as day. And I just got real quiet and waited for him, and thank goodness he didn't come down this way. He just kept walking this way. And then he disappeared. All of a sudden, I didn't hear him anymore. Then I heard ATVs coming right over up the hill there. And then, not to mention, the guy with the tree stand, he just didn't show up this morning. But when he made that tree stand, it's amazing that he didn't just come an extra 50 feet in this way and notice my camp. He didn't. But now, as you can see, it's super clear and clean. What's the excuse for homeless people? Before, while I'm on that topic of, look at, put this on record. This is how Noah Road leaves his camp after 7 months. How come homeless people who are living like closer to town or right in town, they're close to garbage cans? Every town, every city's got garbage cans that you could take your garbage to and put it in a little at a time, right? How is it that they can accumulate such massive amounts of junk and garbage until there's rat infestations and stuff? I mean, it's so bad. And they live right in town. It's like really so easy. With me, I'm a mile out of town. And I'm dedicated to it. I just want to show, this reveals my character. You see what I mean? This reveals Noah Road's character. And this is why I live in the country and why I am on good terms with God. Even I have my failures, but I am very concerned when I have a failure, when I feel like, I've fallen short of God's glory or God's grace. I get, oh my gosh, I have such a reverence to get back. And I have a fear of crossing lines and boundaries that I shouldn't cross. That's part of a character that has been revealed. It's revealed in the world. And that's the kind of character I don't understand why homeless people don't seem to get, because you're living almost like a monk. All you have to do is, turn the perspective a half a turn, and, you're basically like living a monk with, a traveling monastery or something. And anyways, I don't want to brag on myself, but it's just in contrast to the way not every homeless person, but most homeless people live. And look at that. I mean, homeless people can live close to garbage cans and have all that access to them, and they only spend maybe 2 months versus my 7 months and being far away from garbage cans. And look at how clean I leave it. And like I said, I even go and make sure that it doesn't look like somebody camped here. Because if a hunter comes by tomorrow, he might go, looks like somebody camped there. But, he's not going to make any, So, anyways, that's what I'm doing. And now what I'm going to do, after I turn the phone off, I'm going to finish I'm going to make my second trip. What I have is 2 food bags under here. And there's my big pack. So I'm going to put my big pack on. I'm probably going to take a couple of things out of one of the bags that I got and put them in there. And then I'm going to walk to a safer location. And I'm going to kind of hunker down there until around 4 or so. And then I'll probably leave my stuff under a tarp. And then I might sneak over my friend's apartment. And she's still out of town. And I got a key, and I think I might just crash out there for the night and get myself something warm to eat. And unless I change my mind, I'll probably be leaving tomorrow, because I think I'm going to have a couple of clear days. I think tomorrow's going to be cloudy but no rain. Tonight's supposed to be rainy. So I want to make sure I get this stuff covered up under a tarp and I want it to be closer to dark. And then I want to maybe go to my friend's house and grab myself something to eat, and maybe, something like that. So anyways, it was hairy. It was really hairy for a little bit there. There was hunters all around me. There was ATVs all around me. They were everywhere but right here. And I'm talking just missing me by 100 feet or a little over. I mean, not much more than 100, maybe 120, 30, 50 feet. All right, well, I guess I made it. All I have to do is make it, I don't even think, it might be a half a mile from here, and I'll be in a safe spot. I know these woods. I know everything by the back of my hand around here. That's why I've been able to kind of play cat and mouse with these hunters. So, all right, I better go before they get the hankering to come out just before dark, because I guess it's about 3 o'clock now. So if this video is uploaded, I'm safe and sound. It means I'm either at my friend's house or I'm at the gym, one of the two. So I'll be okay tonight. If you see this video uploaded, that means I'm in a safe location and everything went according to plan, and I'll be all right. Okay? From Stealth Camp, 7 months. This place has been so good to me. I just gotta show it one more time, just to remember it, you know. That's the longest I ever stayed in one stealth camp. I've stayed 2 months many times, but I've never stayed, I don't even know if I stayed 3 months before. Maybe 3, yeah. I might have pulled it off for 3 months. But I've never pulled it off for 7 months. What is today? The 26th. Day after tomorrow would be full 7 months. I got here the 29th of April. And today's like the 26th. So 27th, 28th. So 3 days shy of 7 months. I've never pulled it off that long before. And then the last couple of days, this hill has been crawling with hunters, and they've been setting up tree stands, and there's another hunter stand. It's more like one of those tent deals that they got set up. So yeah, hunting for deer just started too. So well, anyways, there it is. So long, old friend, and I'm so glad nobody saw me here. And because I don't want anybody looking out for me next year, you know. I don't want anybody to start out of sight, out of mind, right? And that's the way I'm hoping I'm leaving everything. All right, I am definitely out of sight, out of mind, leaving stealth camp. It looks like I pulled it off. All I have to do is get this on my back and carry this stuff to a safe location and kind of hunker down. And then I think I'm going to go to my friend's house. Not for sure. I still might stay, but out in the woods. But because my friend's still out of town, I got a key. And heck, I'd rather just stay at my friend's house until Friday. She's supposed to come home tomorrow, but I'd like to get a ride down to DuBois. But I don't know. I'm kind of liking the adventure of all this. I haven't even had breakfast yet. It's almost 3 o'clock. I've been wanting to work on fasting, so I kind of got my wish. Okay, over and out for now.